Hello, listeners, and welcome to this episode of the Cult News. I'm your speaker, Casey, host of the Cult Vault podcast, and in these videos, I aim to bring you up to speed with all things cults unfolding around the world. If you find this content helpful or interesting, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button. And to support the show further, you can find me at patreon.com/the Cult Vault. But now, on to the news. In the last Cult News segment, I commented on the tumultuous history of Russia and the Ukraine, why Russia reinvaded the Ukraine, and developments regarding Vladimir Putin being charged with war crimes after trafficking children across borders. That video is available to watch now, so if you haven't seen it yet, please consider going over and checking it out. But something else that is happening in the world right now, linking to politics and fugitives, is the story around Swami Nithyananda. Who is Swami Nithyananda? Well, according to India Express, he is a person who reached enlightenment at the age of 12, has centers in 47 countries, is the figurehead of a made-up fictitious nation named Kailasa, is a self-styled and self-proclaimed godman who of course claims celibacy, but was caught in a 2010 controversy when filmed having sex with an actress. Nithyananda came up with some excuse of practicing a Hindu custom and not having sexual intercourse, and would be let out on bail after his eventual arrest. However, charges of imprisoning children and inflicting torture at his ashram were brought against Nithyananda in 2019. The supposed prophet that fled his ashram has been a fugitive on the run ever since. According to a Discovery Plus documentary titled My Daughter Joined a Cult, Nithyananda is a predator and abuser and has groomed children. Since being on the run, however, the fake nation of Kailasa, with its members being close devotees and lieutenants of Nithyananda, has been anything but quiet and hidden. Kailasa, as described by their website as being the revival of the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation, has been implementing itself in key political events around the world. It started with Kailasa being invited by the House of Lords member Rami Ranger to a Diwali event at the Houses of Parliament in the UK, organised by the Hindu Forum of Britain. After this event, a freelance journalist who was invited and attended this event at Parliament reported on the fact that representatives of a wanted alleged rapist and child abuser were invited into Parliament by Rami Ranger. Journalist Poonam Joshi was then subjected to hurls of abuse and bullying via Twitter and WhatsApp by Rami Ranger, who is now being investigated by the House of Lords for this questionable behaviour. Poonam Joshi, freelance journalist, told The Guardian, "I've been targeted by Mr. Ranger for weeks. Lord Ranger has long been seen as an elder statesman within the British Asian community who has never been criticised in any way. So to be questioned, especially by a journalist who also happens to be an Indian woman, is seen as an affront in our community." Joshi continues to report strongly on corruption and questionable ethics and has tweeted publicly about how she will not be scared into silence. Following this event, representatives of Nithyananda were spotted at a United Nations conference, appearing as spokespeople for the USK, the United States of Kailasa. Two representatives attended the UN event in Geneva, Switzerland on February the 24th and were even given airtime to voice their concerns for their outlawed leader who is being falsely persecuted. After these public comments were made at the United Nations Committee on Economic, Social and Cultural Rights Conference, the UN released a statement 2 days later saying they were ignoring the requests and statements of the followers of Nithyananda, labelling them irrelevant. But it doesn't end there. Something that had happened before this, on January the 12th of this year, is now getting lots of airtime across various media outlets. The USK were invited to Newark, a city in New Jersey, to sign a sister city agreement twinning the city of Newark to the United States of Kailasa. The signing took place with photos and agreements, and Kailasa representatives saying on their website that they have made agreements with multiple states across America. Some newsletters are reporting that there are cultural partnerships with over 30 American cities, but it's my understanding from Poonam Joshi's reporting that this is the only official agreement where a signing took place. This week, it appears that the news is going viral, with many outlets reporting on this controversy and city staff of Newark coming forward to release public statements retracting their agreement made with the fake nation that doesn't actually exist. According to IndiaExpress.com, earlier this month, Press Secretary in the Department of Communications, City of Newark, Susan Garofalo, had told PTI in an email that as soon as we learned the circumstances surrounding Kailasa, the City of Newark immediately took action and rescinded the sister city agreement on January 18th. The article details the many endorsements the USK claims to have received from notable governors and politicians, with survivors of Nithyananda commenting on social media about how Facebook even makes annual payments to the Nithyananda Center in Los Angeles. Where will Kailasa pop up next? Hopefully somewhere close to the so-called guru so he can finally be arrested and charged. That is the end of this news segment. Thank you for tuning in, and if you found this video helpful or interesting, please do hit those like and subscribe buttons and share this content with your friends. Tune in next week for more current cult affairs with me, your speaker Casey, host of the Cult Vault podcast.